Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where I talk about personal finance. Today I'm going to talk about how to avoid overspending. Before I get into the video, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment below saying I subscribed. I will try to personally reply to your comments. Let's get into the video. So today I'm going to talk about how to avoid overspending. First thing I would do to avoid overspending is to create a budget. I've made videos on budgeting and on creating a budget per se. Having a budget is very, very important, as I've mentioned in my previous videos. Having a budget helps you to manage your money, helps to prevent you from spending your money on things you do not need and do not want. It also helps you to prevent you from spending money on things you do not have. So creating a budget would be the I would do. First thing I would do to help prevent overspending, because the budget is going to be the catalyst for helping you manage your money. It is really a great financial tool to have, and it's a practice you should be doing every month, a monthly budget. So that's the first thing I would do, is create a budget. Second thing I would do is unsubscribe to retail emails. For example, I personally get emails from Walmart, Best Buy, and so on, giving me promotion on items that's on sale. And those can be really, really tempting to go and buy them because they're on sale. You get a lot of those in your mail, whether you call it junk mail or not. And I would definitely go ahead and unsubscribe from all those emails you get from all retail stores, whether it's Home Depot, whether it's from Walmart, whether it's from Macy's, wherever it is, whatever retail outlet you subscribe to that sends you a list of items that's on sale whenever they have promotion. I would unsubscribe on that, because the temptation to always want to buy those stuff on sale is really high, and you want to avoid that. So if you would go ahead and unsubscribe from all retail email lists, that is another great thing and a great way to help you to avoid overspending. The next thing I would say is shop small. Whatever you need to buy, look at discount stores to get them. Instead of trying to buy everything at high-end stores, which is very expensive, look to purchase things at discount stores, discount outlets, and get the same merchandise for less price at the discount places. We may say a lot of time you may tell yourself, well, I don't want to buy this stuff at the discount store because the merchandise actually is not that good, the fabric is not good. But if you really look at it, it doesn't really matter. Most of the times it's more or less our brain playing tricks with us. So I would just go ahead and try my best to make purchases and shop small, buying stuff at discount outlets instead of purchasing merchandise at high-end outlets. Then another thing I would do is to invest. Invest your money. This will also help to avoid overspending. If you put $500, even 200, even $100 in an investment today, in 3, 4 years down the road, this will grow to a lot of money. I would really invest my money, put my money into investment. Another thing with investing your money, the money you would have had left over to go and shop or spend on any item you really do not need, that money would have been taken up by just investing it. And you know already the great advantages of investing your money. So that's another thing I would do. I would go ahead and invest my money, which is a great benefit, which is much more benefit than just spending it on things, especially on things you do not need. Also, do not compare yourself to others. You know, we live in neighborhoods where we see our neighbors driving fancy cars, having fancy outfits, going to fancy restaurants, and the temptation is always high also to follow that trend. A lot of people want to do what their neighbors are doing. It's like always a comparison, and you really do not want to do that. You really do not want to be looking at what other people do. You want to look at what your goals are for yourself and your purpose in life. You do not want to be looking at what others are doing and trying to live up to it. It's really a bad idea. This actually causes a lot of problems in finance because it will cause you to overspend. You do not want to do that. Not because your neighbor is driving a BMW, you want to have a BMW. You do not want to do that. And even though you can afford the BMW, based on your financial goals and needs, now may not be the time to purchase the BMW. I'm not saying you cannot have nice things. All I'm saying is do not compare yourself with your neighbor. This will always cause you to be overspending and most likely probably get you in debt and really disrupt your financial plans and your financial goals. Another thing to do is I really recommend that one. Take a break from social media. It could be for 3 months, it could be for 4 months, it could be for 6 months, it could also be for a year. Because what happened with that is social media is not a bad thing. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a bad thing because I am myself is on social media. What I would say is that when you're browsing for social media or on social media, just be very careful. You get a lot of stuff coming through. You also have a lot of companies advertising things on social media. So there's always a temptation to buy things on social media because you see it in your feed and it's tempted. You might see a nice shirt, a nice pants, a nice blouse, a nice bag, and you might say, "Well, this looks very nice. I have the money. Let me just purchase it." But the big question is, did you need it at the time? You- This is a want. It's not something you need. It's not something that was going to enhance your financial future. So I would avoid social media. I would take a break for social media for at least probably 2 to 4 months. The next thing I would do is practice delaying gratification. The reason I say that is if you give yourself 24 to 48 hours before you purchase an item, it will help you to avoid overspending. For example, if you're at this store, let's say you're at Best Buy, and you see a television for $600 to $700, at the moment you're telling yourself, I want this television, I really need it. But just waiting, delaying purchasing this television for 24 to 40 hours will give you time to think and look at your finances and see if this television is something you really need. Just delaying purchasing this television by 24 to 48 hours will help you to notice or realize that I do not have the money to buy the television right now. Or it may show that you do have the money on hand to purchase the television right now for $600 to $700. So this is another thing you can do to help you to avoid overspending is practicing delaying gratification. Thanks for watching this video and do not forget to subscribe to my channel.